Welcome to Nurses Lecture Live. We are waiting for others to join us. For those that are just joining, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Nurses Lecture Room. Skydy, how are you doing? Trust you are doing great. It's nice having you all on our live. We have Akanji Rashid. Rashid, how are you doing? Trust you're doing great. Thank you very much for joining our live. So we have Rashid. We have Baluku. Hello, Nos. How are you doing today? Beautiful. We're fine. How are you doing? Trust you're doing great. We have Maria and Dorothy. Maria and Dorothy, thanks for joining our live. How are you doing? Trust you are doing great. We have Eric Akabo. Akabo, hello, how are you doing? Thank you very much for joining our live. We have Mulum H. Thank you very much for joining our live. Welcome to Nurses Lecture Live. We have Chiwedu Olewe. Good evening, Chiwedu. How are you doing? Thank you very much for joining our live tonight. We have Confidence. How are you doing? Hope you're doing great. It's nice having you on our YouTube live today. Then we have Maria Dorothy said, I'm fine. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Welcome everyone to Nurses Lecture Room Live. If you are coming across this channel for the first time, my name is Mercy Mary. I'm a registered nurse midwife in Nigeria, but I'm currently practicing in the UK as a registered adult nurse. If this is the first time, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out when we pop a new video. And also, don't forget to double tap the screen to like this particular video. When you double tap the screen, it automatically likes the video. Don't forget to do that. And if you have any question, feel free to drop on the comment section. Today, I am coming a bit early because my kids actually slept on time. So I have all the luxury. I think they slept as early as 8 p.m. but I was just giving myself some time before I come online. So they slept on time. So I have all the luxury and all the time to do what I need to do starting from now. So that is why I came earlier than the usual time. So like I was telling those that have been joining us on our live, normally the live starts by 10. I said that as time goes on, as my son gets sleep trained properly to ensure that he sleeps by 7:38, our live is going to be 8:30. So he's sleep training fine. So 8:30, he's already asleep. So making me coming online earlier than expected. So we are working towards making our live section between 8:30. So that's what we are doing by his grace. Thank you very much for joining our live. If you have any question, time to drop on the comment section. You don't just have to wait till it's coming to an end before you start popping all your questions. So drop your questions on the comment section now, and we will be ready and willing to take your questions. So Malam said, God bless you, ma'am. Malam, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining our live. Eric Akagbo, doing good by God's grace. Thank you very much, Eric. Glad to know you're doing great. So if you are watching, you have any question in regards to calculating your cycle, just keep the questions coming now. Keep the questions coming now, and definitely we are going to help you tackle the question before the end of the live section. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. So whenever we go live or whenever we upload the video, you'll be the first to actually get notified, and drop a beautiful comment when you get notified at that particular moment. And if you're just joining, say hello in the comment section and let us know where you're actually watching us from while we wait for people to pop in and drop their questions. So we have Maria Dorothy said, Maria Dorothy, I don't know how to calculate my cycle, ma. Okay, to know how to calculate your cycle, the first thing we need to do is to have at least 3 start dates of your meses. For example, we are in the month of July. So if you can actually note the start dates of the month of May, June, and July, with that, it is much easier to know how to calculate your cycle. So without the start date of your meses, we won't be able to help you out to calculate your cycle. So the question I'm asking Dorothy now, do you know the start date of your meses for the past 3 meses? Like, do you normally record the day your meses started? Or you've not done it before? So if you've not done it before, I will advise from today, you start documenting it. Like, document the one for July. For example, July started July 18. Go and cycle it in a particular calendar, or just write it somewhere. When you get the one of August, either cycle it in the calendar or write it somewhere. So that's how with that date, it is much easier to help people calculate their cycle. If we don't know the start date, it's usually very difficult to calculate your cycle and tell you your ovulation. I don't know if that is clear, Maria Dorothy. Just let me know in the comment section. We have Shedrack. Shedrack, it has been a minute. Shedrack, how are you doing? It's nice having you on our live today. Do you have any questions for us today? So we have Chinaza Cynthia. Hello, nurse, watching from Nigeria. Nigeria. Cynthia, it's nice having you watching from Nigeria. Thank you very much for joining our live today. We have Isa Zachary. Isa Zachary said, hello, good evening to you. Came early today. How's the family today? Yeah, I was explaining at the beginning of the video why I came early. Yes, I came early because at least my 6 months old is being sleep training. You know, I've been sleep training him for some time now. So he's sleeping on time now. He's sleeping between 8:30, which is making things much more easier for me. So the sleep training is working. So as time goes on, our life might be starting by 8:30 or 8. So we are working towards that time now. At least he's sleeping between 8:30, which gives me the levity to come live earlier than the usual time. Then I can sleep more. So that's why I came early today. So Dorothy, let me know if you got the answer to that question, and if you have any question in regards to that, kindly drop on the comment section. So waiting for your question. So Dorothy said, I tried to do so, but my period don't usually come same date in past 2 months. The date is not the same. The date is not supposed to be the same. You're not supposed to be seeing it every 15th. For example, people say, I think when I was in secondary school, I was thinking that my menses is supposed to be coming on a particular date every month. For example, every 15th, I should be seeing my menses every month. So if my menses is not coming every 15th, it's a problem. No, we should work on cycles, not the normal calendar. So that's a different thing entirely. You are not working with the calendar, the usual calendar. You're working with cycles. All right. So your menses is not supposed to come. For example, people say, oh, I see my menses every 30th. So they expect the menses to be coming 30th of every month. No. So your cycle is actually going to determine when the menses is going to come. I don't know if that is clear. I don't know if you're getting what I'm trying to say, Dorothy. So what I need you to do, if you can remember the start date of the last 2 months or even this one, it's very important for you to take note of it and keep it down. That's going to go a long way to help. So I don't know if that clears your doubt, Dorothy. If that clears your doubt, let me know in the comment section. So Akanji Rashid Ahmed said, I have pains on my left leg, especially if I get up in the morning. What might be the cause? First of all, aging is one of the most common cause of pain. As one ages, people tend to experience joint pain, leg pain, bones in their bones become very weak. So that's the general cause of pain. As people tend to age, that can cause pain. And when there's an infection of the bones, when there's something wrong with the bones, that can cause pain. So what I advise you to do is, Akanji, if the pain is severe, I will advise you to actually see a doctor for proper evaluation and get some medical treatment. If it's something that goes away with probably paracetamol or ibuprofen, that could be fine. But if it is not, I will advise you to see the doctor for proper guidance and expert advice. So I don't know if that is clear. Amen. So Zachary said, our ovulation date was yesterday, but is there any sign that we experience, or how can we know is exactly yesterday? So in terms of signs to look out for, I talked about the signs of ovulation in my previous videos. I think there's a full video explaining the different signs of ovulation. And in our previous live, we also talk about it. So I'm going to throw a little light on the signs of ovulation you should take note of. So one of the signs of ovulation is actually a slippery discharge. What does that mean? When you break egg, when you crack an egg, there's the egg white. When you touch it, you see it is like slippery. It's stretchy. It's stretchy, that egg white. So if a lady is having that discharge, that's egg white, that is a sign of ovulation that we can say it is. Then an increase in body temperature during the period where she is releasing egg usually happens. Then increased sex drive during that period is also a sign that she can take note of. And there's going to be the cervix is going to be soft. Sometimes she won't be able to know that it is soft because she didn't really check. So If you want to know more signs of ovulation, Zachary, I will advise you watch that video explaining the various signs of ovulation. When you have that idea, it send a message to you that you are ovulating. So I will advise you watch that video. And if you have done something on the ovulation, I will also say let's give it a try and let's see how it goes. All right. If you are trying to conceive, remember I said if you are trying to conceive, you can start having sex before that ovulation day, around your filter window, because ovulation is usually ±2. So I don't know if that is clear, Zachary. So Zachary said, okay, I've answered that of Zachary. Dorothy said, okay, I got it, Ma. You're welcome. So we have a question from Chinaza Cynthia. Nurse, can someone get pregnant without seeing her menstruation? See, if you're not seeing your menstruation, there's no way you can get like let me understand your question. Sorry, I need to understand your question. Nurse, can someone get pregnant without seeing her menstruation? When you say if someone can get pregnant without seeing her menstruation, does it mean for the past 3, 4, 5 months this person has not been menstruating? If it is possible for the person to get pregnant, I think I will require you to expatiate on your question or break it down a bit so I understand what you're trying to pinpoint, Cynthia. But for someone to get pregnant, you have to be seeing your menses regularly to show that you are ovulating, to show that you are releasing egg. Because if you are not ovulating, there's no way you can get pregnant as a lady. If you are not ovulating, there's no way you can get pregnant. So Chinaza, I will advise you to kind of modify to be more specific or narrow your question down so I understand what you are trying to talk about, Chinaza Cynthia. So we have a question from Chiwendu Olewe. Chiwendu Olewe said, my period starts April 17th, May, June. How do I calculate my ovulation? So everyone here, if you are here, please don't, like, especially if you want to calculate your cycle, please don't leave this live. If you want to calculate your cycle, don't leave this live section. So I think I just, let me finish with Zachary. Sorry, let me finish with Zachary, then I'll go back. Yes, it's clear. But if you do something that ovulation date, can you still have some next day as is safe? Because doctors advise, yeah, you can have after ovulation day, you can have sex as many times. It doesn't really matter. So after ovulation day, you can have sex multiple times. It doesn't really matter. So what we go in to fertilize the egg, we go in and fertilize the egg. So there's nothing for you to be concerned about. So if you are learning how to calculate your cycle, like I said, just wait. We are going to be using Chiwendu's Olewe figures to actually calculate her menstrual cycle. So from what Chiwendu said, I'm just going to pick May, June, July. Okay, she placed it. So she said my period starts April. Okay, I don't have April calendar here, so I'm going to pick May. Okay, I'm not using April. I'm going to pick May, June, and July to use it. So she said her period starts May 16. So Chiwendu, if you have a calendar, please let me give everybody time. Just get, even if it's a calendar or anything, just get it. Please and please just get, even if it's a calendar in your house, there's a calendar in your wall, you have a calendar on your decks, just get it. Because with your calendar, you'll be able to understand perfectly well. It's very easy. It's very easy. I wish I can use my board over there, but the board keeps mirroring the image. So we are going to be calculating it. I beg of you, just listen attentively while I do this. It's going to be beneficial to you as far as you're a lady. So Chimedu said that on the month of May, she saw her period started May 16. So Chimedu, we're going to go to the calendar now and cycle May 16. So I'm going to cycle May 16 in my calendar. I've cycled it now. So she said in the month of June, it started June 17. So Chimedu, go to your calendar and cycle June 17. So we're going to cycle June 17. And in the month of July, it started July 16. So we're going to cycle July 16. So we've cycled it now. You cannot get it here because it's mirroring the image. So to get her cycle now, we have to count days. The first one, May, it started May 16. So we're going to calculate from May 16 to a day before her next menses. A day, her next menses after May 16 started June 17. So we are not going to add June 17. We are going to stop in June 16. That forms a cycle. From the beginning of a cycle, from the beginning of your menses to a day before the next menses actually forms one cycle. So we are going to count from May 16 to June 16. that is going to give us one cycle. So I'm going to count it now. Please do so if you are using your calendar. So we have 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. The first one says it is 30 days. The first one between May and June, it is 30 days. So from June to July, we're going to start from June 17. Now, we're starting from June 17 to July 15. We're going to count how many days now from June 17 to July 15. So we have 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So the other one says 29 days. So from the look of things, Olewo Chiwendu, from the look of things, you have an average of 29 days cycle. We are picking that's the list now, 29 days cycle. So as a lady, if you calculate that your cycle is 29 days, or you calculated that your cycle is 30 days now, let's assume her cycle is 29 days. So it's going to be 29 minus 14. 29, you subtract 14. Whatsoever your cycle is, subtract 14 from it. So we are now having 29 minus 14, and that is 15. So to know your ovulation, if your menses started today, it is going to be 15 days from today. 15 days from today is going to be your ovulation, plus or minus 2. 15 days from today is going to be her ovulation. But her last menses started July 16. So to know her next ovulation, now we're going to calculate from July 16. We're going to calculate 15 days from July 16. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. So from the look of things, your ovulation is today, which is July 30th. So I don't know if she's here with me. Are you still here? What's her name again? Sorry. Chiwendu Olewe. If you are here, kindly let me know. From what we just calculated, your ovulation ought to be July 30th, which is today. Your ovulation ought to be If you are still here, just drop on the comment section and let me know, so I know I'm talking to you, because you asked for your cycle to be calculated. So from the look of things, your ovulation is July 30th, plus or minus 2. July 30th, plus or minus 2. So if you are trying to conceive, the best time to have sex now is you start having sex from probably July 25th. 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. Those are fertile period. Even 31st is also fertile. So Elewe Chiwendu, if you are following, kindly let me know in the comment section. And if she is not here, we're just going to, okay, she said yes. That's good. So since you are following, July 13th, 30th, which is today, ought to be your ovulation, plus or minus 2. That means it could be 2 days earlier or 2 days after. So that is your ovulation. So whatsoever your cycle is that you've calculated, what you have to do is to subtract, take away 14. When you take away 14, the day you started your menses, count the number. For example, I'm Chiwedu now. My cycle is 29 days. If my cycle is 29 days, what I'm going to do now is 29 away from 14 is 15. So from today, I saw my menses. So I'm going to calculate 15 days. Today is day 1. Tomorrow is going to be day 2. Next tomorrow is day 3. I'm going to calculate 15 days from today. That is going to be my ovulation. So if I'm trying to conceive, I can start having sex. Maybe since it's 15, I can start having sex from day 10. Day 10, day 9, day 11, 12. I can start having frequent sex during that period. All right. Generally, they advise you to give your body like 2 days to recover. Like when it comes to sperm production, like give your body 2 days. So what I usually advise is that if you are trying to conceive, around your non-fertile period, you can kind of reduce the sex you have to prepare your body to fully be okay before your fertile period. Like those days, your body is releasing egg if you are trying to conceive. So I believe on level now, you understand your ovulation and you understand how you are. You understand what I'm trying to say, or level Chiwendu, right? Hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So we're having more questions. So I just hope people that drop their question, they are not leaving, they are waiting behind to get answers to their questions. So we don't end up going it over and over again. So Patience Ihaza said, hello, our amazingness. Hello, Patience. I was surprised that I saw my period this month. That's good. I think we had a discussion, Patience, in regards to what? I can't really remember. I knew we were talking about your cycle few lives ago or few series we did. So Patient Ihaza, I can't really remember what we discussed, but let me know in the comment section if you are not clear about something. So Issa Zachary said, yes, it's clear. But what if you do something that ovulation day? Can you still have same next or next day? Yes, I've explained that already, Zachary. So Patient Ihaza, can you calculate my ovulation this month? If I'm to calculate your ovulation, you have to tell me the start date of your menses, at least 3 start dates of your menses. That's going to guide us through to give us an estimate date of your ovulation. I don't know if that is clear. So Confidence said, please, is it normal to grow white pubic hair in late 20s, or could it be a sign of health issues? I think it could be genetics, like take it from your family. There are some people that have white hair. It's not just pubic hair, it could be in their hair. So I think it could be genetics that is just playing its role there. Also melanin, that there's a drop in melanin or something. But I'm not sure, but I don't think it's related to health issues. It could be genetic. You people usually have white hair in the family. You can also check your hair if there's white hair. If there's white hair in your pubic areas, there's possibility there could be white hair in your hair. I just think you should check. So Zachary said, we want to conceive. So I told you to start having sex. That was a few days before today. So I think you should have done that, Zachary. Perpetua said, hi. Perpetua, how are you doing? Trust you are doing great. It's nice having you on our channel today. Chinaza Cynthia said, can someone get pregnant without seeing her menstruation for months? It is possible if she ovulates. Like, for example, this person has not been seeing her menses before for a very long period of time, and she ovulates all of a sudden, she can get pregnant. That's the funny thing about this woman's body, especially for someone with PCOS. Like, for example, someone with PCOS, sometimes they don't see their period for 2 months. Okay, before their next period, they might ovulate, and there's a possibility they might get pregnant. So it is possible, but it is rare for someone not to be menstruating. But if it's been long, she has seen her menses, or she doesn't have a regular cycle, it is possible. It's just a dicey thing, but it is possible. Okay, so I'll just go to the question. I'm trying to be fast. I don't want to keep people pending. I believe Cynthia Chinaza, your question has been answered. So we have Iriri Pressure said, I have been having mild stomach pain that moves from one side to another in a line-like pattern. It comes and go every 30 minutes, but now I feel it more often and almost all the time. It's like a radiating pain, like radiating pain moves from one point to another. First of all, are you having any bleeding? Are you having any discharges? Because I know of someone that had an ectopic pregnancy, and she was having a dark bleeding. She was having a dark discharge on her panties, and she was having this radiating pain moving from one point to another. You get, and she could not even stand. So personally, if you're having this stomach pain, he said it's mild. It's not severe. Now I see that mild. It is mild stomach pain that moves from one point to another. It comes and goes every 30 minutes. So personally, what I would advise, it might not be something in regards to your reproductive system. It might be your tummy. It might be that's your stomach, really, that's actually causing that. So what I would advise you to do is, when you are free, kindly see the doctor. Since the stomach pain is mild, it's just better for you to see the doctor and get it reviewed. Since it happened every 30 minutes, it simply means something is not right. It happens every 30 minutes. Not that it happened once and stops for like some months or some weeks. It happens every 30 minutes. So that's something I feel you should just pay a visit to your doctor and find out what is wrong. For me, it is better for you to get to the doctor and the doctor says nothing is wrong than for you to assume nothing is wrong, but something is wrong. So that's my advice, Iwiri Precious. Okay, she said, I had a similar pain before and went to the hospital. Test and scan shows nothing, but now it is back and I also feel nauseous. Please, what can I do or take to feel better? Okay, generally, outside, you said you've gone to the hospitals, they've done scan and there's nothing. Personally, I will advise eating healthy. That's my personal opinion. Because generally, our body, when we eat healthy, when we take a lot of fruits, a lot of veggies, some herbs, it actually goes a long way to help in building our immune system and making us feel better. So, personally, visit the doctor, which you said you've done. Then the next point of action is to actually eat healthy. Stay away from processed food, stay away from canned drink. If you are smoking, stay away from smoking. If you are taking alcohol, stay away from alcohol. Try and look for a more decent way to manage stress, because I know the life these days is being stressful. There are a lot of activities that is stressing ones out. So I will advise you look for a more favorable way to help you tackle your stress life, because stress has a lot of role to play when it comes to our body system. So that is my general advice for you. But eating healthy is key. Taking a lot of herbs is key. For example, adding ginger, garlic, turmeric, cinnamon. All these herbs are actually healthy for us. Adding it to our food, our smoothies. Just, I didn't say you should add garlic to your smoothie, but you know what I mean. Just adding those herbs to our food, they are very, very nutritious, and they can go a long way to help when it comes to our general body functionality. So that is that. Iriri Precious, just let me know if your question is answered. Iriri Precious. And if you are coming across this channel for the first time, my name is Mercy Mary, and I make learning easy and accessible for all my viewers. So if this is the first time, all I advise you to do, kindly click on the subscribe button. Click on the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out. Okay, so I'm just going to check for more questions. I think we have a lot of questions now. Iriri, just let me know if your question has been answered. I think it's Iriri that asked the last question we answered. Iriri Precious. So Precious Ihaza said, okay, we're going to calculate Precious Ihaza. Just give us some time, because calculating might take time. We're just going to answer. Okay, let me see if I have okay, I'll answer Ihaza patient's question. Patience, I will just answer your question now before I move to the next. We're going to help a patient calculate her ovulation. So she said in May, she saw it May 28th. So I'm going to, okay. I think my numbers here were not 28. So she said she saw it May 28th. So this is May 28th. I'm going to cycle May 28th. Then in June, she saw it June 24. And in July, she saw it July 22. So we're going to calculate her cycle now from May 28 to June 24. How many days? So that's like 24, 25, 26, 27. The first one is 27 days. Then the second is, we have 23, 24, 25, 26. So the first one, Ihaza said the first one was May 28. The second one was June 24. And the last one was July 22. So we're going to be to calculate your cycle, that we're going to calculate from May 28 to June 23. So from June 23 to May 28, we have 23, 24, 25, 26 days, 26 days. Then from June 24 to July 21, we have 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So the second one was 28 days. So one is 26 and the other is 28. So I'm going to say on an average, let's say you have 27 days cycle on an average. So if you have 27 days cycle on an average, it's going to be 27 minus 14. So 27 minus 14 is 13. So subtract 27 minus 14 is 13. So when your menses starts in July, calculate 13 days from the day your menses started. 13 days from the day your menses started. That is going to give you ovulation. 13 days from the day your menses started. So if your menses started today, so count 13 days. That's going to give you your ovulation. Is that clear? Is that clear, Ihaza? So patient he has, I think I've answered that. If you are here, just let me know in the comment section that you get that. So we have Kennedy Hamud Sute said, hi, how are you doing? Maria Dorothy said, Mom, I want to conceive a baby boy because I have 3 girls already. I can't calculate my ovulation. But first of all, in regards to this baby boy, baby girl issues, I want to conceive a baby boy. I know everybody wearing the shoes know where it hurts and they know why they are like, they really want a baby boy in their family. But one thing I want to, before I say what can possibly can be done, is that whether be it a male child or a female child, they are gifts from God. And I feel they should be nurtured with care, and nobody should make you feel less of yourself because you gave birth to a child, a girl child. Like a girl child, I think my mom had 6, was it 5 or 6 girls? 5 girls. My mom had 5 good girls, 5 girls. And we girls are doing excellently well. So what I'm trying to say, be it a male child or a female child, it is precious and it's something you should nurture. But in regards to like increasing your chances, but don't take it like, oh, I have to, it's a must. In regards to increasing your chances, we have to know your cycle. And to know your cycle, we need the start date of 3 of your meses. You see the way people are dropping it now. Some are dropping May, June, July. So if you can drop the start date of your meses in May, June, and July, we'll be able to see how we can track down your ovulation to know the date you are ovulating. So Mara Dorothy, let me know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So Cynthia said, all right, thank you so much. I appreciate your welcome. I don't have white hair on my hair. So like I earlier said, Uchena confidence, white hair can be as a result of genetic factors. It can be as a result of vitamin B12 deficiency. You get vitamin B12 deficiency, but it's usually genetics, then melanin reduction. So that is one of the causes of that white hair around the pubic area. But I don't think it's something of concern. It could be sometimes, it could be as a result of some infection though, yeast infection, pubic lice, but you just have to take note of your body first to think if you're having yeast infection at that particular moment, if you're having pubic lice, just check properly before you like think that far. You get, most times it's just as a result of melanin reduction, genetic factors. Maybe you can ask, you can definitely see maybe your siblings have it, and sometimes as a result of vitamin B12 deficiency, that can result in that white hair around there. So I hope that's clear. So Maya Dorothy said, because I'm having umbilical hernia, which I want to undergo a surgery for the second time. So I want to bet by God's grace my last child, and I pray it's a boy. So what I would advise you, Mara Dorothy, finish your umbilical hernia, because even if you calculate your cycle now, after surgery, sometimes your cycle might change. Yes, it may sound dicey, but yes, because after people experience major stress, mental stress, physical stress, like surgery, like things like that, they can actually hinder their meses, either make it come on time or come later. So what I would advise you is that after your surgery, keep track of your ovulation, put it in a calendar, and let us help you calculate your cycle. Or you can watch our video on how to calculate your cycle and use it. Hopefully that helps. So that's what I have to say, Mara Dorothy, and I hope that helps. So Iriri Precious said, thank you. I eat healthy. I don't drink or smoke, but I will revisit another hospital. Okay, kindly do that, Iriri Precious. So Ihaza, what were you talking that you said not really praise? I can't really remember. So Rama Raju said, hi. Hey, Raju, is nice having you. Raju is the one that always gives me a lot of stars and gifts. Anyway, Raju said, hi, dear Sister Mary. My baby born at 31 weeks is now 6 months. Corrected 4 months. Doc advised to start solid. Can you advise on fruits or veggies, how many times a day, and how to gradually increase it? Okay, I think I have a toddler. I have a newborn that just completed 6 months. So I feel you can start giving solid from 5-6 months. Yes, the baby can start giving solid. So what I would advise is that start with probably bananas, avocados. And also, I will advise when starting, don't just mix it. I see a lot of videos where they advise mix avocado, banana, and egg yolk together, mix it together. If possible, I will advise you to do one at a time. Probably give bananas first or give avocado first. Don't mix anything first, because sometimes some children might be, though allergic to all these things might be rare, but some children react differently to it. So you can decide to start with banana. You can decide to start with banana. You mix it with the baby milk or the breast milk, or you can start with avocado, mix with baby milk or breast milk. Then when you see it's good for the kids, then you can blend the two or blend the three together. Sometimes some kids experience constipation too with the introduction of solid. So while you are giving your kid this solid, I will advise you to also give milk alongside and give a little sip of water, not too much water, but also give some little sip of water. So you introduce it gradually. It can start with 2 tablespoons, like 2 tablespoons. You give 2 tablespoons of that purine at a time. Then if you see your child is eager to eat, you increase it as the hunger hinks, like as he hungers or she hungers. So you increase it. But you can start with just 2 tablespoons. For my child, I'm using my own personal experience to also tell you. So I give the now I give the avocado, I give the avocado, bananas, I give the egg yolk, but I usually mix egg yolk with the bananas, egg yolk with avocado. Then potatoes, you boil some potatoes, you mash it. You mash the potatoes, add breast milk or formula, you can give it to your baby. Then you can steam some apples, like, or you cook. Yeah, personally I don't steam, but it's advisable you steam. But you can cook the apples, like make it very soft, then blend, then add breast milk or formula to it. That's going to go a long way. So these are just little things that you can do at home. Then I think there are some other things that you can buy. You can see some baby rice in the market, some food in the market. For Nigerians, I think we use more of Cerelac, though I've not started giving my child Cerelac. So you can get some Cerelac and mix it. And also Weetabix. There's what they call Weetabix in the UK that we give kids. I think Weetabix is something I noticed that help them pass stool frequently. So that can also be given. I don't know if that helps with you, Raju. Let me know in the comment section if that goes a long way to help with your baby. So that's personally what I'm doing. You introduce it gradually to them and you see how it goes. So I also like to know about your baby's weight. Is your baby's weight okay? Is he like within the normal weight? Is he underweight or overweight? So that's something you also have to look into when introducing food. If your baby is underweight, sometimes it's advisable you increase the intake of food rich in fats, like fatty food. Personally, I've started giving my 6 months going to 7 months old. I've started giving him Greek yogurt. So plain Greek yogurt, no sweetener. So that was what I did for my daughter. So I've started giving him plain Greek yogurt, no sweetener. So he's 6.5 now and he's 6 months, 6.5 kg. So I think you should also give some natural fatty foods such as bananas, avocados. Yeah, those things are what I feel you should include more instead of apples. Apples are good, but I think he should be taking more of the natural fat because avocado and bananas are high in fat. They are natural fats. Then also Greek yogurt. If you have Greek yogurt wherever you are, plain Greek yogurt, don't give it too much. 2 tablespoons, just a little bit, and give him milk. It's going to go a long way to also help him out. Yeah, you can. Personally, I prepared something. I wish I had. Just give me some time. Let me bring something. Sorry, I'm going to take everybody's question. I think we all are also learning. There's something I made called. I saw it on the internet. It is called Tom Brown. So it's a blend of corn, soya beans, cashew nuts, granules, millet. So you can actually try something like that if your baby will like it. So, but I advise some babies are allergic to things, so you introduce it one at a time. Though my kids are not allergic to what I've been giving them so far, so you introduce it one at a time. You can blend nuts, cashew nuts, granules, mix it to their food. Even soya beans. Soya beans is rich and it has some healthy fat in it. You can actually blend it and mix it to their food. That's going to also give them healthy fats, so they don't end up on the weight or looking malnourished. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, Raju. So if you understand what I'm trying to say, Raju, let me know. And if that helps, let me know. So nuts can also help. So nuts is very good. They are rich too. So while Raju, we are waiting for Raju to give us their feedback. So I'm going to check for the next question. What's the next question now? I don't want to mix one or the other. So as I said, I calculated on the 3rd of August as my ovulation, but I don't know if I'm correct. So you calculated on the 3rd of August as your ovulation. So how many days did we say it is again? If your cycle was, sorry, I can't remember. You know, I have a lot of things in my head. So Tom Brown. Yeah, Tom Brown, yeah. I prepared Tom Brown for my kids too. But you can actually ferment some if you like. For the millet, you can do the fermented form of it. If you have this constant light, you can ferment it and put it in the freezer. You take it like pap. I don't know if you understand what pap is. It's like purine. When you make it, it looks like purine. You can be giving the child gradually. So it's Tom Brown. I give my babies, but he doesn't really like it. I'll just be playing with you. He doesn't really like it, but sometimes I just put it alongside with his milk after preparing it. I put it alongside with his milk, shake it, and he takes it from there. He doesn't take it with a spoon. So I put it in the feeding bottle and he takes a little bit of it. But if it's banana, he eats it a lot. He doesn't need me to put it in the feeding bottle. He eats it and finish a full banana. But the Tom Brown, he doesn't really like it. So that's my child. So your child might like it, but my child might not like it. So that's the difference between the whole thing. I made it Tom Brown, so my daughter enjoyed it, but my son doesn't enjoy it like that. So it's really healthy because it is made up of millet, soya milk. They're all natural. I made sure I got everything from organic source, not the other way around. They were organic, so I prepared it, and that's what most times they have for breakfast. Let me know if that is clear, Raju. He has sorry, let me check something. All right. So he has what did we calculate as your cycle? He has what did we calculate as your cycle? We've calculated your cycle already. What did we actually calculate? Oh, thank you very much, Raju. Thank you very much. I think Raju is someone that gives me a lot of stars. I think I should prioritize her. So thank you very much, Raju. We really appreciate your stars today. Thank you very much. So he has what did we calculate was your cycle? Please, what did we calculate was your cycle? Thank you very much, Raju, once again. I really do appreciate. Sorry. He has what did we calculate? What did we say is your cycle? That's from there. I'll be able to know how many days to know when you are ovulating or not. Am I missing anybody's question? Precious Ezine, are you online? Precious Ezine, let me know if you're online so that we can attend to you. Okay, please, nurse, what is the cause of PCOS in women? Paul Valin, let me know if you're online. So 13. So it's going to be like 13. So 13. So July 22. So 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, August 3rd. August 3rd is likely going to be ovulation. You are correct. Patience, you're correct. So we're going to do that for Ezine Precious. So I'm going to go to Ezine's Precious cycle to see. Before I talk about Precious Ezine, Paul Velin, the cause of PCOS in women, we cannot really pinpoint the cause of PCOS. What is exactly causing the PCOS for women to avoid it? We can't really cause it. But what I advise women is that living a healthy lifestyle is going to go a long way to help them in PCOS management. Yeah, I've seen women that, like, you've seen like content creators, especially food bloggers, they talked about the importance of eating healthy, how it has helped them with their cycle, how it has helped them with PCOS. So I would advise healthy living, because the real cause of PCOS, we can't really pinpoint that this is the cause of PCOS. But generally, hormonal imbalance is one of the signs like associated with PCOS. So we're going to be calculating Precious Ezine. We're going to be calculating Precious Ezine, her cycle right now. So Precious Ezine said that May 21st, she saw it May 21st. Where's May 21st? Okay. She saw it May 21st. Then the other was June 20th. June 20th. Precious Ezine, are you sure we've not calculated your cycle before? June 20th. And the other was July 27th. Precious, are you sure we've not calculated your cycle on this channel before? Because it's appearing on my calendar like something I marked. But anyway, if we have this an opportunity, please and please, I've just been talking. If you are joining us for the first time and you've not double tapped to like the video, I will advise you double tap the screen to automatically like the video. All you just have to do is to click on the screen twice and it automatically likes the video. And if you've not subscribed, I will encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out when we drop a new video. Okay, so we're going to sort that for Ezine now. So Ezine said May 21st. June 20th, and July 27th. So to calculate that, we have to calculate from May 21st to June 19. How many days interval? So we have 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. The first one is 28. Wait, 19. Sorry. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. The first one is 29 days. Please double tap to like the screen. The first one is 29 days. Then between June to July, which started, we have 26. June to July. That is massive. Sorry. Let me go back again to her cycle. June 20th, then July 27th. The gap is a lot. July 27th. That's 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 36. I think we did something like that yesterday or a few days ago. Precious says, let me know. Did we work on your cycle a few days ago? Because I remember asking, I got a cycle similar to this a few days ago, and I was asking if there was any food intake, if there was any medications taken, if something happened during your June to July meses, or did you notice having an irregular cycle? I remember asking a question like that. Precious says, I think you were the one. Let me know in the comment section, please. Because I was thinking of calculating from the previous month. I was thinking of calculating from your January, February cycle. Precious says, let me know in the comment section, please. Precious Ezine, let me know in the comment section, please. So Audu said, how dangerous is Staphylococcus infection isolated at 37 degrees centigrade after 24 hours of incubation? Generally, Staphylococcus patients, they are kept in a separate ward because you can easily spread it. Yeah, it can be spread. It's very dangerous because you can spread it easily. That's what I had to say. But I don't understand when you say infection isolated at 37 degrees centigrade. Does it mean your temperature was 37 degrees after 24 hours of incubation? Like 24 hours of incubation. Sorry, Dakum. I don't really get your question. I don't get your full question. So Raju said, I wish I could meet you when I come to your place. Where do you stay? I stay in the United Kingdom. I'm in UK. Where do you stay, Raju? Where do you stay, Raju? I stay in the United Kingdom. Polly said, can like me. Tell me more about PCOS. I think a lot of things have to be said about PCOS. We have a video about PCOS. That's what I can say because PCOS is broad. Yeah, PCOS is like in India. Indian is far from us, so we can't really see because Indian is quite far. I think from UK to India is like 10 hours drive, 10 hours flight, 9 to 10 hours flight. You said it wasn't regular that you were going to focus on it the next day. I did not get sick. I was fine during those period. Okay, isn't it that particular day you dropped your previous cycle to me? Can you tell me the previous cycle, your January, February? I think you dropped a lot. So aside May, I will need like others. Maybe you can give me start of January, February, March, April. You can give me March and April. If you can give me March and April, let's see what I can do with that. Because the gap between that shows irregularity, which is like 7 days different. If I'm to work, I usually work with a smaller day. So I would like to see the previous cycle. I remember I said I was going to sort you out. I just forgot, actually. I came live yesterday. I think you were not live yesterday. I just remember I said I was going to sort your own case out because I really wanted to calculate your cycle. Since you have the start date from January, I really wanted to calculate it from January and see and estimate what your cycle pattern is. Because the one between 29 and 36 days is quite a wide gap for me, which is 7 days gap, which is okay, but it's a wide gap for me. I really want to know the previous cycle to see how it is. So I'm going to do, let me do that of March and April. March, sorry, we're just going to focus on, I just want to finish ACNA because I promised her I was going to do it the other time, but I messed up. So I'm going to see between, let me see between March and April. March 14. And the other one was April 12. I think that should be perfect. March 14 and April 12. So we have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27, and 28. That's 28 days. I think that was just something happened in your body. I feel something went wrong for you to have a 36-day cycle. Because looking at it now, you're still having like 28, 29 day cycle. 30 days have September, April, June, and November. All the rest are 31st. March is 31st. April is 30th. So we have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, which is 29 days. So between March and April, you have 29 days. So I want to see between April and May now, how many days do you have? So you had like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. That's 34 days between April and May. 30 days steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19, 20. 20, so that should be 34. 34 days. Then in the month of February, you saw it's February 8th. This year is February. Let me see. How many in this year? It's February 29 or 28 days. I'm just going to check the calendar. If February is 29 or 28 days. Calendar, April, February. February is 28 days. So we have 28 days. February is 28 days. So between March 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. I think we are going to be working with an average for you because the cycle ranges between 29 to 34 days. That's your normal cycle, 29 to 34 days. That's pretty cool. So we're going to be working with 29 plus 34 divided by 2. So that's what we're going to be working with. 29 plus 34 divided by 2. 29 plus 34 divided by 2. So that's on an average, you are having a cycle of 31 days, 31, 32 day cycle. So precious Azini, what I will advise you to do is to actually work with this and get back to us. So I want you to take note of your August menses now while working with 32 day cycle. So it's going to be 32 minus 14. 32 minus 14 to get your ovulation day. 32 minus 14. That's 18. So what I would advise you to do, 18th, you are going to calculate 18 days from the day you saw your July menses. When did you see your July menses? That was, so calculate from 18 days from the day you started seeing your menses, plus or minus 2. That's going to give you your ovulation on an average. Because some days your cycles are 29 and the other days is 34 and 36. So on an average, you are going to be calculating like, what did I say again? 18. So you're going to be working with 18 days from the day you started seeing your menses. Does that make sense, isn't it? And one thing I would advise you to do is to also watch out for signs of ovulation during that period. You get, watch out for signs of ovulation during that period, such as that discharge we talk about, increase in body temperature, like increased sex drive. Watch out for those signs and symptoms around the ovulation period. And I will also advise you go and watch our video. I will advise you watch that particular video talking about the various signs of ovulation. So you have it describes it, it breaks it down explicitly for you. So I will advise you also watch that video. So we are working with 18 days as your ovulation for you. Is that clear? Isn't it? Let me know if that is okay, if that is clear. Isn't it? Let me know if that is clear in the comment section. If you've been watching, double tap the screen to like the video, and also don't forget to subscribe if you've not subscribed. If this is your first time, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and if this is your first time, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out. All right, so we have Lambia. Hi, hello Lambia, how are you doing? It's nice having you on our YouTube channel. We've been live for the past, let's say, we've been live for the past, how many minutes? almost an hour now, 55 minutes. So if you have any question, I think I've answered everybody's question so far. Yeah, we've answered everybody's question so far. So if you have any question, feel free to drop on the comment section. We've answered everybody. I can probably say that I've answered everybody's question so far. So if you have any question, feel free to drop on the comment section. Vivian, how are you doing? Trust you are doing great. It's nice having you on our channel today. Do you have any question for us, Vivian? We are helping people calculate their cycle. That's what we are doing today. Do you have any question for us, Vivian? Vivian, okay, I just said calculate. When you see your meses, count 18 days. As in a pressure. When you see your meses, count 18 days from the day you started seeing your meses, plus or minus 2. So that's going to give you your ovulation. Oh, you sing beautifully. Thank you very much. Thank you, Raju. I like music. I sing a lot. I was a good chorister and alto singer. I sing alto. I don't sing soprano though. I sing alto. We add harmony to the music. So we have a question from Nafisa. Let's see what Nafisa said. Nafisa said, have been having 26 cycle and last month it was 27. I'm currently on clomiphene. Today is day 3 of my cycle. I'm to put and plus the 2 cycle lengths together to get my ovulation. Nafisa, I don't get your question, please. Your question is not clear to me. Nafisa, please, can you modify your question? I don't really understand your question. Yeah, it is normal. It is normal for someone to menstruate for 3 days. Yeah, 2 days is also normal. So the normal menstrual date is between 2 to 7 days. The normal menstrual date is between 2 to 7 days. So if you your menses last for 2 days, it is normal. If it lasts for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, it is normal. But if it lasts for just 1 day, it is not normal. So that's something you should actually speak to your doctor about. So Oza said, hi, Miss Mary, I got one question. All right, let's hear in the comment section if it's what I can answer. What can make someone miss to skip like 1 month or 2 months? If you're skipping your cycle for 1 month or 2 months, you're not seeing it. I think it's something you have to like see the doctor about. One of the reasons is PCOS, but I'm not saying you have PCOS, but that's one of the common reasons of this missed period. Like you don't see your period for 2 months, you don't see your period for 1 month. Or something like this, it actually depends on your cycle too. What is your cycle? Do you have an idea of what your menstrual cycle is? But if you are skipping your period for 2 months, like that's about 60 days, 60 good days, 40 days, you're not seeing your period, then that's something you should see the doctor about. Nafisa, are you still here? Nafisa, I don't really understand your question, but generally, clomiphene clomiphene, if your doctor would have said that, clomiphene is taking, if you start seeing your menses today, the second day you start your clomiphene tablets. So you take it day 2, 3, 4, 5, I think for 5 days. So that's how you take clomiphene citrate. So you don't take it the actual date you start seeing your period. Nafisa, let me know if that's your question. It is possible now. It said, has it ever happened that a patient had an initial stage of Peyronie's disease and the urologist failed to detect it? I think that is possible. It is possible, but I've not witnessed it because I don't really work in the urologist department. But I think it's possible for somebody to have something and so have a condition, and the first test or the initial visitation doesn't confirm it, or they didn't detect it at the very beginning. So it is so possible. Can ovulation come before period or after? Ovulation is usually before your period. Ovulation is before your period. Your menses come 14 days after your ovulation. So if today is the ovulation, you are sure today is the ovulation, expect your menses in the next 14 days. Because menses comes 14 days after ovulation. So for you to see your menses, there has to be ovulation. Okay, Nafisa said, I've been having 26 cycle length for the 5 months, and the last one was 27 cycle. How will I calculate my fertile period for this month? Will I plus 26 and 27 together? So that's going to give you an average if you plus 26 and 27 together. But since you said you've been having your cycle for like 26 days, I'll say your normal cycle is 26 days. That's what I would say. So it's just 20. Let's add it together and divide by 2. You get something similar. Let me just, that's like, I don't know my math again. Permits me to use my calculator. 26 plus 27 divided by 2. That's like 26.5. So it's more or less like you're having 27-day cycle. Let's use 27. So your ovulation is likely going to be 27 minus 14. So day 13 is likely going to be ovulation. But it might happen day 12. Okay, it might happen day 12. Since you have a 26-day cycle, you just have to be very observant and see for if you can probably get some signs of ovulation, like that slippery discharge. But if we calculate it this way, your ovulation is estimated to be on the what again? 27 minus 14. 27 minus 14. Why is my head not capturing anything? 27 minus 14 is what? That's day 13. Thank you. I don't know why my math brain is not working again today. So day 13. So we can work with that, then work with day 13. So 13 days from the day you started seeing your menses is going to be ovulation. 13 days from the day you started seeing your menses, we're going to take that as your ovulation, plus or minus 2. Is that clear, Nafisa? Please, if you are watching and you've not double tapped to like the video, kindly double tap the screen to like the video. Feel free to give stars like Raju always do. Yeah, 13. Feel free to give stars like Raju always do. I really appreciate Raju for that. And if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like, click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out whenever we pop a new video or whenever we are going live. So Ibrahim Nafisa said, thank you, madam. You are welcome. Double tap to like the video. Double tap to like the screen. So thank you. Perineal disease is our future. Urologists are not serious when it comes to the disease. All right. Like I earlier said, I'm not really a urologist. I've not worked in the urologist department. So I don't just know a lot about this urology stuff. So Vivian said, my period came out on 26th of this month and stop on the 29th. When should I expect my ovulation and period again? To be able to do that, we have to know your cycle. That's the only way we are able to track down, to give you an estimate of your ovulation. So if we don't know your cycle, we can't give you an estimate of your ovulation. It's going to be difficult to give you an estimate of your ovulation. So we need the start date of 3 of your period to be able to know your ovulation. Aderemi Boss has said, can someone menstruate every month but not ovulating? It's not possible. For you to be menstruating every month, it simply means that you're ovulating. And if peradventure anything happened that is not ovulation, maybe abnormal uterine bleeding might be what's happening. But generally, if you are menstruating every month, you have a regular cycle, that is a sign that you're ovulating. And if otherwise, it could be an abnormality, like there's an abnormal uterine bleeding. So I don't know if that helps. Adiremi Bose. Okay, Vivian said that she has have 27 days, 24 days cycle. So sorry. So if Vivian's period came out on the 26th of this month, and she's sure she has a 28-day cycle, so it's going to be 14 days from on the 26th. So we're going to calculate 14 days from 26. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So August 8th is likely going to be your ovulation. August 8th. August 8th is likely going to be your ovulation. August 8th is likely going to be your ovulation. Is that clear, Vivian? Vivian, is that clear? I don't remember said okay. Ozan, though I cannot pronounce that full name correctly. Can radiation from computers cause a chance for infection? Not that I'm aware of. No, I don't. No, it doesn't. It does not cause infection. Radiation from computers, from what I am aware of, does not cause infection. I don't know if there's any research recently that said it causes infection, but from what I know so far, radiation from computers does not cause infection. If you're not watching, you've not double tapped the screen to like the video, kindly do so. Double tap the screen and it automatically likes the video. And if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly do so. If you've not turned on the notification bell, kindly do so. If you have any question, drop on the comment section. We are still here. I think I have time. I have all the time in the world, so I'm going to stay longer than just 1 hour today. So Vivian said, yes. What about period? Must it flow the same day? No, it must not flow the same dates. I think that's where people are getting it confused. They're like, if I see July 15 in August, I should see it August 15. No. But you just have to know your cycle. If you know your cycle, then you are supposed to be seeing it at that particular time, maybe every 28 days, every 30 days, every 32 days. So it all depends on your cycle. So that gives you a clue. Your cycle is going to tell you every 28 days you're supposed to be seeing your menses. Every 30 days you're supposed to be seeing your menses. Every 29 days you're going to be seeing your menses. So that's how it works. It's not like calendar, like every 15th of August, every 30th of August, you're supposed to be seeing your menses. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Vivian, be my band console. Vivian, be my. So Ozan still asking a question. Another question: can radiation from computers cause a chance for varicose veins? None that I'm aware of for the now. No, that I'm aware of. None that I'm aware of, Oza. It doesn't cause any form of varicose vein that I'm aware of. So Precious said, do you mean I should calculate? Yes, 18 days. Yeah. Precious, yes, that's what I mean. Angle Mbaso, how are you doing? Good evening. It's nice having you on our live. Do you have any question for us today? Feel free to drop on the comment section. Good evening. Okay, Nafasa said, what is the success rate of IUI for an individual with adhesion? Nafasa, I can't really say, I don't have an estimate of the success rate, so I can't really say the success rate of IUI. I can't say, okay, this is like the success rate is 10%, 20%, 100%. I can't say. I don't really know the success rate because it's not something I've really researched about it to know about. So, and the other question was, can adhesion cause infertility? Yes, adhesion can cause a case of infertility. So, what I advise, if you know you have adhesion, it is very important for you to see a fertility expert on time while trying to conceive because adhesion can result in infertility cases. So, I don't know if that is clear. So, Ango Mbush said yes. Okay, drop your question, Ango. I've been trying to take in, can hormonal imbalance? Yes, hormonal imbalance can affect your period very, very well. Hormonal imbalance can affect your period. It can affect your menses. So if you're having hormonal imbalance and you're having irregular cycle, that could be the reason. That could be the reason. So Mama Noli Film said, I keep seeing double red on ovulation strips for like 2 weeks plus consistently. It's frustrating, yet I have not been able to conceive. You see that strip of a thing, it's actually working with hormones. It is working with your hormones in your body. You get, I think one day I'm going to buy, I made a video on ovulation, but I need to do a more detailed one on that ovulation test kit on how to use it adequately and properly. But it's also very important for you as a woman to be able to know your cycle because when you know your cycle, it is much easier for you to track your ovulation. When you know your cycle, at least you know when to use the strip. You don't just use it like every day, every day, every day. You might not get an accurate result. So what I would advise you to do is actually to know your cycle. Have an estimate of your cycle and see how it goes. So that's my advice for you, though. I don't know if that helps. I know it's really frustrating, especially when you're trying to conceive. It's annoying. Like you keep testing, you keep seeing the strip, you keep seeing the lines, but you're not getting the results. So that's why I'm advising you to know your cycle personally. Don't just rely on the strip. I don't know if you are relying on just the strip alone. I think you should know your cycle. So that's one thing I really want you to do. I don't know if that is okay. Just let me know if that's not clear. Vivian, what is the remedy for hormonal imbalance? Depending on the hormones. So most times doctors give some medications to help out with the hormones. But while you are battling with hormonal imbalance, I think is you should work on your diet, healthy living. Healthy lifestyle is going to go a long way to improve um your your hormones as a lady. So I think balancing hormone is a topic I would like to research more in details and come and make a video on it. So balancing your hormone is a topic I would like to research more on. I really need to research in details about balancing that hormone. Yeah, I need to research more to come and before I'm able to make a video on that. I think that's something we need to discuss in details. It's not something we need to discuss shallow because a lot of people are battling with this hormonal imbalance. So that's something I need to study before I come out to actually deliver. So Glory Uyi said, good evening, my lady. Good evening, Glory. How are you doing? Trust you're doing great. It's nice having you on our channel. Do you have any question for us today? So I think I'll take a few minutes. I'm hearing sound upstairs. I need to quickly pause this video. I'm coming back in the next 2 minutes. I'll be back in the next 2 minutes on the live. All right, I'm back. Sorry for the break in transmission. I had to quickly sort something upstairs because I keep hearing sound. Just for me to go upstairs and sort it out. So let's keep the questions coming if you still have more questions to tackle. So Ango said, Nurse, I saw my last period on the 27th of June and one on the 28th of July. How many days cycle do I have? So normally we need at least 3 start dates. But what I can do is to create an estimate from what you just gave. It's going to be an estimate, but usually to be more accurate, okay, your cycle is a particular date. We need at least 3 start dates. So from what you've given, I'll just use it to calculate the cycle and see. So you said in July, it started in June, it started 27th of June. And in July, it started on the 28th. So we're going to calculate from June 27th to July 27th, which is a day before the next period. How many days? So that's going to give us 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. So from that cycle, we can is narrow, but we can say you have a 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 day cycle. So if you have 31 day cycle, to know your ovulation is going to be 31 minus 14. Like I earlier said, my math skills are very disappointing me these days. It's not something I'm proud of right now. Maybe it's pregnancy and all that. So 31 minus 14, that's 17. So what I will advise you to do now is to calculate 17 days from the day you started seeing your period, which is July 28th. So we're going to calculate 17 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17 days is like August 13. So August 13 is likely going to be ovulation. So if August 13 is likely going to be ovulation, so since you are trying to conceive, I will advise you start having good sex because you're during your fertile window from on the 8th of August. 8, 9, 10, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's say on the 9th, plus or minus 2. Let's just say on the 9th, you start having like good sex on 9th of August because that looks like a fertile window. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. On the 13th is probably your ovulation, where you can start having the sex from on the 9th and see how it goes. I don't know if that is clear. Umbaso, let me know if that is clear. Zamani, is nice having you. You were on our live the other time. Thank you very much for joining our live section, Zamani. How are you doing? And trust you're doing great. This particular live started an hour 21 minutes ago. So if you have any question, feel free to ask on the comment section. And if you are watching and you've not double tapped to like this particular video, I encourage you to double tap and like the particular video. And if you have any question, feel free to drop on the comment section. I'm ready to answer them for you. Do we have any question today? Any more question for us? So do we end the live now since we don't have any more question? So since there is no more question, permits me to end our live section now. Thank you very much for joining our live section. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell, and see you in our next live section, hopefully tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow.